Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor in Paradise fans had a new reason to slam the show for a frustrating new addition on the most recent episode, the cutting of the show's famed intro. The ABC show has been known for its dramatic twists and turns all season, including surprising rose ceremonies, intense connections, and unexpected dramatic confrontations. However, while the golden contestants have been the ones seemingly stirring the pot the most so far, this time around it appeared to be production, as they cut into the show's catchy intro. The song, Almost Paradise, typically plays out each episode and features scenes of the various cast members running up to a camera and posing and smiling. Eamon Holmes berates Meghan Markle's new Netflix show. However, in the new episode, the show abruptly turned after the first 3 introductions, cutting to a strange scene with production crew members. In the exchange, it appeared that the show's crew had to keep staff from the resort from moving things around, but was unsuccessful. As a result, they cut the intro, only letting fans see glimpses of Andrew, Leslie, Alexei, and Bailey, and no one else. "What was that opening?" one person asked. "What the hell is this? Lol," another said. "So gimmicky," a third moaned. "Dang, I was getting into their intro song and then they cut it," a fourth complained. Another shared a similar sentiment on X, formerly Twitter. "Why is Bachelor in Paradise getting so amateur?" the fan asked. "What was that opening with cutouts and cadscapers stopping the intros? They introed 3 people. No one knows who these 25 people are. It wasn't
blazed
funny,
over the golden sands of Mexico, glinting off the tranquil waves as the familiar Bachelor in Paradise theme music began. Fans of the long-running reality series braced themselves for the season premiere, yet what unfolded in the first 3 minutes left even the most die-hard viewers scratching their heads. Bachelor Nation had grown accustomed to a particular formula: a gentle montage of past castaways, a voiceover teasing romance and heartbreak, and a sun-kissed beach setting. But this year, Paradise had gone full-on cinematic blockbuster. Instead of the calm romantic vibe, the new intro opened with dramatic aerial drone shots, cinematic music that could rival an action movie, and a suspenseful narration hinting that love is not just found, it's fought for. Contestants were shown sprinting across beaches, dramatically diving into pools, and engaging in exaggerated looks of longing, sometimes for each other, sometimes for the camera. The montage ended with the iconic rose being tossed into a stormy sea, almost as if Cupid himself had gone rogue. Social media erupted. Within minutes of the premiere airing, #BIP_intro and #2Gimmicky were trending on Twitter. Fans were split. "I don't know if I'm watching Bachelor in Paradise or the next Fast and Furious movie," one fan tweeted. Another said, "The intro is so over the top, it's like they think this will distract us from the same love triangles every season." And yet, some viewers were intrigued. "Honestly, this is insane and I love it. It's like they finally admit this show is chaos and I'm here for it," another post read. Behind the scenes, why the change? Insiders revealed that producers had been planning the revamp for months. They wanted something that screams urgency, danger, and passion, a former crew member shared. The old intro was soft. The new one? It's cinematic, bold, and honestly, a little chaotic. But that's what sells. Contestants themselves admitted the new intro added pressure. Samantha, a fan favorite and known for her witty remarks on social media, confessed, "When they told us we'd be filmed running across beaches in slow motion with wind machines, I laughed. Then I realized the cameras aren't joking, they take it seriously, and suddenly every moment feels like a movie scene, even when you're just getting breakfast." Even the host, Jesse Palmer, was candid about the shift. "We wanted to make the show feel fresh. Fans have seen the same shots of sunsets and cocktails for years. This intro, it's a way of saying, expect the unexpected. But yeah, some people think it's a little much." Contestant reactions, drama already brewing. As the season kicked off, the new intro seemed to mirror the intensity of the relationships forming. Immediately, old flames reunited with tension, new romances sparked with explosive chemistry, and rivalries ignited faster than ever. One of the first episodes featured Tyler and Mia, a couple whose flirtation during filming had already leaked online. The revamped intro set the tone for their arc, shots of Tyler standing on rocks, brooding over the ocean, interspersed with Mia laughing with someone else, followed by ominous music. Fans called it dramatic overkill, but the viewership numbers told a different story. Then there was Lena, who had a calm, sweet persona but found herself unexpectedly in the spotlight. The intro gave her a cinematic hero shot with a slow-motion walk through the sandstorm created for filming. "I felt like a warrior princess," she joked on Instagram. "I didn't even know I signed up for this level of drama." And yet, the rose ceremony itself felt more intense than ever. The intro's stormy, suspenseful tone set the expectation that every decision could be life-changing or catastrophic. Viewers could almost hear the narrator whispering, "Will hearts survive the storm?" Social media erupted. Fans were not shy about sharing their opinions. TikTok creators recreated the intro using their pets and local parks, adding a humorous twist to the gimmick. Instagram Reels exploded with mashups, showing contestants diving in slow motion while dramatic music played, sometimes with sound effects from action films or horror movies. Even fan sites were divided. One headline read, "BIP's new intro, genius or gimmick? Fans are confused." Another declared, "Bachelor in Paradise goes full Hollywood. Is it too much?" The general sentiment online was that the show had lost some of its authenticity, replacing romantic charm with blockbuster spectacle. But there was no denying one thing: everyone was talking about it. Producers doubled down. Rather than retracting, producers leaned in. A behind-the-scenes special aired showing just how much effort went into the intro: cranes, drones, smoke machines, slow-motion cameras, and a live orchestra recording for the dramatic score. Executive producer Eliza Monroe said in an interview, "We understand it's polarizing, but that's kind of the point. We wanted to shake things up. Paradise isn't supposed to be boring. The relationships are messy, the emotions are huge, and now the intro finally reflects that." She even teased that upcoming episodes would include more cinematic surprises, hinting at underwater conversations, rooftop dates, and cliffside confrontations that rival reality TV history. Fan theories. Did the intro predict drama? Fans quickly began analyzing the intro for hints of what might unfold. The rose thrown into the stormy sea? Could that symbolize an early heartbreak? The slow-motion beach sprint? Perhaps foreshadowing a love triangle sprinting toward chaos. On Reddit, one user theorized, "The intro isn't just gimmicky, it's a roadmap. Every dramatic angle, every slow-motion dive points to the emotional chaos we're about to see. I think they're letting us in on the tension early." Others disagreed, arguing that the cinematic approach risked spoiling the authenticity of contestant reactions. If every stare is over-the-top dramatic, how do we know what's real anymore? Unexpected benefits. Surprisingly, the new intro also sparked a surge of new viewers. People who had never followed Bachelor Nation tuned in, curious about the action movie take on a reality dating show. Ratings for the premiere spiked, suggesting that while some Bloodel fans were skeptical, the risk might pay off. Contestant engagement on social media surged, too. Many contestants noted that more people were talking about their personalities and interactions than ever before. The cinematic intro had inadvertently given them a brand boost, making their every move seem headline-worthy. Critics respond. Is it too much? Entertainment critics had mixed reviews. Some praised the bold choice. Bachelor in Paradise has long been predictable. The new intro is a refreshing shakeup. Over the top? Yes, but it mirrors the high-stakes romance inside the villa. Others were harsher. Reality shows shouldn't feel like Marvel movies. The intro is a gimmick, and it cheapens the emotional honesty that made the series a guilty pleasure in the first place. Despite the criticism, industry analysts noted that controversy often drives viewership. As long as people were talking and tweeting about Paradise, the show maintained cultural relevance. The contestants adapt. By episode 3, contestants themselves had embraced the dramatic energy. Slow-motion walks across beaches, brooding shots, and cinematic glances became almost second nature. Some contestants leaned into it, using the intro's introsity to build suspense in their own social media posts. Tyler even joked on his Instagram story, "If this is Paradise or an action movie, I'm ready for my close-up." And Lena, the hero of the intro, took it in stride. "Honestly, the intro scared me at first, but now it's fun. It makes the drama feel epic, and isn't that what Bachelor in Paradise is supposed to be?" Fan verdict: love it or hate it. The debate raged on across platforms. Some longtime fans were nostalgic for the soft focus, sun-soaked days of old. others embraced the chaos, enjoying a version of Paradise that felt heightened, energized, and cinematic. Polls on social media indicated a roughly 60-40 split. Most fans loved the novelty, while a vocal minority felt the show had sacrificed authenticity. One Twitter user summed it up perfectly. "Yes, it's gimmicky, but I can't stop watching. Somehow, it works." And perhaps that's the essence of reality television, a mix of drama, romance, spectacle, and a touch of controversy, now wrapped in an over-the-top cinematic package. To be continued. In upcoming episodes, we'll see whether the dramatic intro foreshadows heartbreaks, fiery love triangles, or an entirely new level of chaos in Paradise. One thing is certain, Bachelor Nation is buzzing, divided,
Just as
and
the new
utterly
intro
hooked.
promised, the drama escalated immediately. Contestants arrived at Paradise's infamous welcome party, a glittering beach soiree with tiki torches, cocktails, and, this season, an added cinematic flair. Fog machines, laser lights, and a soundtrack straight out of a romantic thriller. Samantha, already a fan favorite, made a dramatic entrance in slow motion, walking along the shoreline with the camera capturing her every turn. She immediately caught the eye of Marcus, a charming bachelor with a reputation for breaking hearts. The camera zoomed in on their first interaction, highlighting every nervous laugh, every lingering gaze, and every subtle touch. Dramatic beats amplified by the music that had fans calling it a mini-movie, not reality TV. Meanwhile, Tyler and Mia's tension continued to build. Their flirtation, foreshadowed in the intro, quickly became the centerpiece of the evening. One particularly awkward slow-motion moment, Tyler offering Mia a drink while the sunset glowed behind them, prompted fans online to theorize that they were the doomed couple of the season. Memes exploded. Some fans jokingly dubbed the moment the slow-mo sigh of destiny. Behind-the-scenes confessions. Backstage, contestants admitted the new intro and its cinematic style created a surreal environment. Lena said, "Every time the music swells, I feel like I'm in a movie. Even when I'm just eating a taco, it feels dramatic." Producers encouraged contestants to play up the cinematic angles, but with a twist. Authenticity still mattered. "We don't want actors, we want real reactions," one producer explained. But if your reaction can be made cinematic, that's a win for TV. The tension between reality and spectacle quickly became a talking point. Contestants found themselves consciously aware of the cameras, sometimes pausing mid-conversation to ensure the perfect dramatic angle. Ironically, making the natural moments feel scripted, a concern voiced by critics. The first rose ceremony. The first rose ceremony of the season was nothing short of explosive. The stormy, suspenseful tone of the intro carried into the event, with heavy orchestral music playing as contestants lined up under the tiki torches. Even the rose itself was presented differently. A deep crimson flower placed atop a pedestal, with smoke swirling around it, making the act feel like a ritual rather than a casual gift. Samantha secured her first rose with Marcus, cementing their status as early favorites. But the drama escalated when Lena had a tense moment with Connor, another bachelor. Their conversation, filmed in dramatic slow motion with wind machines creating a desert storm effect, ended with Lena walking away without taking a rose. Fans erupted online, debating whether this was genuine heartbreak or cinematic flair. One fan wrote, "I don't know if I'm crying for Lena or just laughing at how dramatic this is. Either way, I'm hooked." The age-old love triangle returns with a twist. Not content with subtlety, producers teased a love triangle right out of the gate. Tyler, Marcus, and Samantha were drawn into a heated dynamic that mirrored classic Bachelor in Paradise chaos. However, thanks to the cinematic intro, every glance, every hesitant touch, every whispered confession was amplified tenfold. Social media theorists had a field day. On TikTok, fans edited clips of Tyler and Samantha in slow motion, overlaying stormy ocean sounds and thunder. One particularly viral video paired Tyler's longing stare with a clip from Titanic, prompting hundreds of thousands of likes and shares. Even longtime fans admitted the spectacle had them watching closer than ever.
The intro's intensity wasn't just a gimmick, it had set the stage for heightened stakes, creating a psychological game of anticipation. Unexpected twists and surprises. By episode 3, the new cinematic style became more than just an aesthetic. It influenced the storytelling itself. Producers began using the intro's dramatic tone to foreshadow plot twists. A sudden rainstorm, captured in slow motion, hinted at a surprise elimination. A sunset silhouette shot suggested a blossoming romance ready to explode. Fans noticed and began tweeting predictions. The rose thrown into the ocean in the intro, that's gotta be a heartbreak early on, I'm calling it. The slow-motion shots of Lena mean she's going to have the most dramatic arc, calling it now. These predictions often came true, confirming the intro as more than a gimmick. It was a narrative device, a roadmap to the drama awaiting viewers each week. Fan reactions reached fever pitch. As the season progressed, fan reactions became increasingly polarized. Some loved the cinematic spectacle, arguing that the new approach made the show feel alive and epic. Others felt alienated, longing for the simpler, sun-soaked paradise of previous seasons. Memes, reaction videos, and parody intros flooded social media. One viral TikTok featured a contestant dramatically sipping water in slow motion with thunderclaps in the background, captioned, "Bachelor in Paradise, the movie." Even casual viewers who had never followed the show before tuned in out of curiosity. The season became a cultural phenomenon, discussed on late-night talk shows, in online forums, and even in mainstream news outlets. Mid-season, when the gimmick becomes reality. By mid-season, the cinematic elements were fully integrated into the show's fabric. Contestants embraced the drama, playing up suspense, romance, and tension for the cameras. Conversations were staged on cliff edges, poolside confessions were filmed with drone shots, and slow-motion beach walks became expected behavior. Producers confirmed that this level of theatricality was intentional. Eliza Moreau said, "We wanted Paradise to reflect the intensity of real emotions, but through the lens of epic storytelling. It's still real, it's just bigger, louder, more unforgettable." Interestingly, the cinematic approach changed contestant behavior. Some became strategic, knowing that a well-timed glance or pause could elevate their visibility. Others leaned into the drama naturally, creating authentic moments enhanced by the epic filming style. The twist, a big rose ceremony like no other. In a mid-season episode, producers pulled out all the stops for a rose ceremony designed to feel like a cinematic climax. Contestants were blindfolded and led to a cliffside set, where the sun dipped behind stormy clouds, waves crashed dramatically below, and slow orchestral music played. The rose selection became tense. Each decision was filmed from multiple angles, capturing hesitation, anxiety, and whispered reactions in ways fans had never seen before. One contestant fainted slightly from nerves, and the footage became an instant viral moment, sparking debates about whether it was genuine or manufactured for drama. Social media exploded with commentary. "I can't believe this is Bachelor in Paradise. This is peak reality TV. So intense." The intro was right. Love is definitely a battlefield this season.